Manuel, how is he? After the doctor examined Javier, Amelia was desperate to know if he had caught whatever she had. The prince adjusted his shirt sleeve casually, grinning at the sight of her concern for him. He didn't want to worry her, but it felt nice to be fretted about, especially when the fretterer was Amelia. All is well. It seems the prince here caught a run-of-the-mill cold. Manuel closed his medical kit. Amelia, Javi's misophonia has a funny habit of disappearing whenever you're around. Though I don't think you have the virus, it's best if you two keep your distance while we wait for your test results to come back. Javier frowned. He planned to pick up with Amelia where they had left off, until Manuel cut in with his mood-killing medical opinion. Just then, Manuel clicked his tongue, signaling his hesitation before adding, "And this should go without saying, but with you two, I feel the need to emphasize that the type of contact to avoid includes kissing." Amelia's face turned beet red, and Javier chucked a throw pillow at his pesky friend. Manuel shot Javier a teasing grin. "Oh, what? The separation will save you a few cold showers." And with that, Amelia finally got the inside joke, and her face burned even redder than before. The showers were because of her. Javier tossed a second throw pillow at Manuel, and the doctor gave him a sly smirk. "Apologies, Your Highness. I was simply doing my sworn duty." Now, thoroughly embarrassed, Amelia scurried to the door, eager to leave. I should go then. Thank you, doctor. I will heed your advice." Once she left, Javier's expression turned serious. He glanced at Manuel. "Thank you for putting a rush on Sophie Rivera's blood test." Manuel nodded. "I forwarded the results to Victor early this morning." Javier took a seat. "I appreciate it. I've already ordered him to take action." The doctor eyed his friend with curiosity. "How did you know that Amelia's sister wasn't pregnant after all?" The prince cocked his head. "Once I know a person's character and what it is that they want, it's not hard to map out their moves on a chessboard. I do it every day with politicians who are 10 times more corrupt than Sophie Rivera. Sophie is child's play, but she made the mistake of hurting someone I care about. More than once." Javier wasn't lying. In his world, he was the best when it came to predicting his opponent's strategies and anticipating their power grabs. And trapping someone with a pregnancy is the oldest power grab in the book. "I will say I'm surprised Dawson fell for it. He struck me as being smarter than that." Manuel leaned in, as if to share a secret. "Well, about that, I found something interesting. Call it a bonus gift for you. Apparently, Sophie bribed an ultrasound technician to fake the results and provide a fabricated photo of the fetus." Javier's brow lifted. "I didn't think she was so resourceful. Who's the technician?" Manuel shrugged. "I sent Victor his information. Just some kid who earns less in a month than the cost of this silk pillow you threw at me." Javier smirked faintly. "Good work, Manuel." Back in her room, Amelia was preparing for breakfast when her phone rang. Faith's familiar voice came through the line. "Ames, tell them to let me in. I showed my ID and dropped your name, but they don't believe I'm the godmother of the future king of Spain." "Faith, what are you talking about? Where are you?" "At the villa. I told you I'd come to see you, beautiful." "You actually took off work to see me?" "Oh, Faith, hold on. I'll have someone come out and get you. There are extra precautions in place since I got sick. You'll have to get screened by the medical team first." As Faith was escorted onto the grounds of the Grand Villa, she couldn't help but marvel at the exquisite surroundings. The lush gardens and the grandeur of the architecture made it feel like stepping into a modern palace. Was this what her best friend's life was like now? When she reached the side building where the medical team's station was set up, a door swung open, and Faith froze at the sight of the person standing on the other side. Before her was a man she hadn't seen in years, not in real life anyway, though he sometimes still appeared in her dreams. Manny? It was Dr. Manuel Marquez, Faith's first love. A man she cried over in many therapy sessions until her heart finally let go. It had been years since she last saw him, back when he left Miami to move abroad. Manuel had clearly spotted her as well, as he also stood frozen with his eyes wide, stunned. After a moment, his lips finally parted to speak, but Faith quickly averted her gaze and nervously tried to walk past him, as if she didn't recognize him. Faith, hey, wait. Without thinking, he reached out and grabbed her elbow. The warmth of his hand on her skin made her heart race, and she cursed herself. Manuel lowered his voice, not wanting to draw the attention of his team. Were you going to pretend you didn't see me? Not even a hi or a hello? Faith cleared her throat and steeled herself. Hi, Manny, small world. Didn't recognize you with the glasses. Pardon me, I'm running late to see a friend. Faith was the last person Manuel expected to see here, and it shook his resolve. She once looked at him as if he was her entire world, but now, after years apart, she couldn't even spare him a glance. He frowned and steeled himself in return. I'm the head of the medical team here. Before anyone can enter the premises, they must be disinfected and outfitted in protective gear. Manuel spoke firmly, leaving no room for argument. Faith muttered. Seems a bit excessive. Precautions are necessary when protecting the health of His Highness, the Prince. Manuel ushered Faith over to his medical staff, and she brushed him off. Manny, you can go. This very nice nurse can help me from here. The nurse had never seen someone treat Dr. Marquez so dismissively. And did she just call him Manny? The nurse almost giggled. Disinfect Miss Faith Beltran thoroughly, head to toe, Manuel ordered sternly. And let's put her in one of the protective suits. A suit? The nurse was surprised. They hadn't gone as far as to put anyone in a full protective suit today. A full suit. Make sure she wears it properly, no gaps, no risk of exposure. With that, he left. His steps were brisk and his demeanor tense. Faith, meanwhile, was uncharacteristically quiet. She thought she had long moved on, but the sight of Manuel in his stupid, sexy doctor glasses threw her completely off balance. Her therapist was not going to be happy about this. Now, nurses were zipping her into a full-body protective suit that barely allowed her to breathe. It was all too much, and her eyes stung for a second, tears threatening to spill. The nurse finished securing her suit. Are you okay, Miss Beltran? Please, call me Faith, she replied, hiding her upset with a smile. After a pause, she added, Your boss seems like a good doctor. Have you met his wife? Is she, beautiful? The nurse blinked, caught off guard by the sudden question. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Dr. Marquez is pretty private about his personal life. Faith realized how immature she sounded and quickly backtracked. Forget it. Pretend I didn't ask. She said nothing more and felt an ache settle in her chest. Feeling equally rattled, Dr. Marquez let himself back into Javier's bedroom and plopped himself down on the couch, lost in thought. The prince, who was in the middle of a discussion with Victor, blinked at his friend's abrupt entrance in confusion. The doctor waved his hand absent-mindedly. You two continue. Don't mind me. Javier raised a brow. I thought you left. I, stuck around to supervise the screening procedure for visiting guests, Manuel replied, avoiding eye contact. Javier noticed his friend's strange energy, but resumed his conversation with Victor. So you made contact with the ballet company? Victor nodded. They benched her for the next performance. The prince looked content. That should make an impact. I expect we'll hear from Sophie soon. Just then, Javier's train of thought was interrupted by an anxious clicking sound. He traced it back to the couch, where Dr. Marquez was transferring his restless energy by clicking a pen in his hand. It was impossible to ignore, and Javier was on the verge of snapping. Do you need to talk, Manuel? Is there something on your mind? The distracted doctor continued to click. No, I'm fine. Just chillin'. Without warning, Victor snatched away the pen and dropped it in the trash can. Hey, that's my favorite pen, the doctor protested. You can't just throw it away. What if I never find another pen I love, and now that first pen is gone forever? Javier and Victor stood, baffled by Manuel's outburst. The prince crossed his arms and studied his friend's face with narrowed eyes. Manuel, what is bothering you? Manuel stood in a huff. Who said I'm bothered? My life is great. I'm very busy. I have work to get back to. The doctor straightened his coat and left. Manuel strode out into the hallway and immediately spotted Faith stepping out of the disinfection room. He beelined right for her, pointing to the nurse behind her. That's way too little protection. We need to be more thorough with guest visitors. Add another mask and a long pair of gloves. A few minutes later, Faith waddled into Amelia's room, bundled up like a bomb squad technician, and Amelia burst into laughter at the sight. How many layers are you wearing? Can you even walk? Faith was ruffled. That doctor is so annoying. Worked up, she yanked off one of her masks. Amelia quickly stopped her. Don't, I could be contagious. The doctor is just trying to keep everyone safe. Faith flopped onto the floor and grumbled. He did this to make me look stupid. Amelia joined her friend on the ground at a safe distance. Is everything okay? Sensing she was upset, she offered Faith a sweet smile. How do you manage to look so pretty in a quarantine suit? Yellow is definitely your color. Faith's eyes teared up. Do I really look pretty? The rare sight of her sunny friend in tears broke Amelia's heart. The prettiest. Hey, what made you so upset? To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app in the next minute to get free access to all episodes of The Royal Accident for free.